All right. You ready?
Yep.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. Uh, AEW. You see Edge? All the fans
I
were singing
haven't.
his song.
No, I haven't seen that.
That
But
was a pretty nice
I
moment,
miss
though.
it. That's good for him.
I just,
I mean, he's a legend. I just felt like I thought he could have, but I mean, I guess he felt like he still got something in him. He can't turn that shit off, and he had took some years off too. So
that's
he
tough,
took
though.
hella years off. So
Yeah, he
yeah,
definitely took a lot, but it wasn't by choice. I mean, he had a broken neck, right?
yeah, that's
And
what he
it,
thought. But he was all like hell, but he was able to handle it. So
you're gonna risk it, but I guess we don't know what that high is that they get.
I don't.
No,
Nope.
so but yeah, so he was either it was at the end of the match or beginning. He was just out there or something like that. I just saw a little clip, so I don't know exactly what happened, but I
Mhm.
just know they were singing his entrance song and the music was off, and they just kept going. They sang like the whole thing. He was getting emotional, but then again, I guess he's getting pumped up. So then it's gonna be like, I got another 5 years left.
All right.
It's like no.
Oh, come on, man. No, hang it up, brother. Hang it up.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that he's still going because he was good, and he's not like he took
He
a
was great. Yeah.
bad beating, but he did take those the hardcore matches with Mick
Them
Foley. That was a
hardcore
bad one.
matches, bro. Hardcore. And then you got to think about, hey, he the spear off of the ladder, bro. At that TLC match. That's a big drop.
On your knees too.
That's huge,
That's a
bro.
big
That's
drop,
huge.
and he had to make
That's
sure he was
huge,
good
you
too.
know?
So he had to pretty much bear the weight. So what's his name didn't get destroyed. So here's what it is. But I mean, I guess if you want to make your run, that's cool. It's just tough. I don't like when they go out there and then they retire from those small companies, the small circuits. Have your last
Right.
match, like Ric Flair should have just stayed out. He had the best. Well, originally he
Yeah.
had the best goodbye
The
match with
original.
Shawn at
Yeah, he
WrestleMania
did.
with who you wanted
And
to
that,
retire you. Also, it was a good moment too.
right. It was awesome.
And his family was there, and then he fucking comes back and has a heart attack in the ring, and technically almost dies or something like that, right?
Yeah, right.
Damn,
He's out there. He's crazy.
it's all good though. But
Yeah.
let's see. So we got the next pay per views coming up is PLE, right?
Yeah. PLEs, yes.
All right.
Premium live event, sir.
So that's Elimination Chamber, which is the last big one before WrestleMania.
Yep.
Is it, or is there anything
Yep.
else?
No, that's the last big one, I think. Unless I don't think they're gonna be going over to do like a crown jewel or nothing,
Okay,
are they?
no, I
I
don't
don't
think
think they
so.
are. Cause I've seen them do that real quick. I was like, bro, y'all doing the crown jewel right before
I
WrestleMania? I
know,
mean,
but they're a month behind already, right? In pay per views technically, because you had Royal Rumble was February,
yeah,
and now Elimination
technically,
Chamber
yeah,
is March 1st or something like that.
yeah. But I think because they've been adding because remember they have been doing the Saturday Night main events. I don't know if that counteracts with that.
Yeah, I'll take it though. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because remember they're also pushing WrestleMania is going back like they pushed it like 2 weeks behind usually. Like I've never seen WrestleMania that late.
No, definitely not. But see what
It's always
happens.
right around my birthday.
Yeah, it
So
is always. It's been that way
so
consistently.
either before my birthday, or right after my birthday, or on my birthday. It's like
Winning. The
yep.
so the men's match you got CM Punk,
Mhm.
Damian Priest, Logan Paul. Who else is
John
in?
Cena
John Cena and McIntyre.
and McIntyre, Drew
And
McIntyre.
one.
But we got Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins is
Okay,
on Raw.
that's it. Okay,
We're
so
gonna
that
find out who the fifth. I mean, this is
six.
the sixth
Yeah,
opponent. The
six
sixth
wins.
opponent is finally.
Yeah, I'm still thinking it's CM Punk.
Well, CM Punk's already in there. Well,
No, I'm
you
saying like
might.
to,
I
to get
think.
the title, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, to
to
get
win
the
it,
title
then you get to face
for
Cody, right?
right. You do get the Cody match
Yeah,
because we saw Gunther and your
Jay,
main event Jey Uso pick Gunther. So
right.
yeah,
And we already know that one's going to
and
be
we're gonna
a win for Jay, probably.
right.
Unfortunately, I mean, not that I don't want him to win, but it's more like I like it when it's like uncertain and you don't know what's going to happen. But
Yeah, but it's it's the Yeet
Oh
Mania.
yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Hey,
It's his time.
then again, we were there in Hollywood, or SoFi,
Yep.
whatever, WrestleMania Hollywood. We thought
Hollywood. Yep.
Cody was gonna win for sure, and when he lost, we are
Right.
like, wait, what
Whoa.
happened?
What happened? He lost?
Like,
Like,
whoa,
man, like,
he didn't
whoa.
finish the
That was
story.
huge.
Yeah, that was big.
Nope.
That was a big
Yep.
turn of events. So, I mean, who knows? He could lose. Gunther's a big name.
Huge name. Yeah. But I just think, I mean, I don't think it could kill the momentum. But at the
Hmm.
same time, he's so over. Still, it don't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true. And
He's their
then
number one selling right now.
merch, everything, music, intro,
E-
just culture.
Everything.
Yeah, everyone's
Go.
coming over to see him.
Yep.
Who's the? Let's see, who's in the women's? So, because we already got Charlotte versus Tiffy.
Right.
So who's the other?
So we got oh then oh, who damn, that's bad. I feel bad now because
Oh
I
yeah.
know whoever. I feel we're getting old, bro.
They
I feel
also
bad. 'Cause
been.
I was like, damn.
I'm all looking over here, but they've been promoting the men's like crazy
And
and advertising
yeah,
it
the
on
women's
Instagram, all that.
and that women's match, not so much. But I feel like, but we know that whoever wins this match is facing Rhea Ripley now.
That's
They
true.
did announce that because Charlotte challenged Tiffany.
Right.
So
Yeah. I just typed in. That's how biased it is, all right? Because I typed in "women's elimination chamber" on Google, and it
mm.
first 5 slides, it's all just the men's. It's just showing the pictures of the men's, so it's not my fault.
Yeah.
but, but I'm sure again, I mean, they do a great
Oh
job.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. Liv Morgan,
Okay.
uh, Bianca Belair,
Right.
Alexa Bliss,
That's right. Alexa.
Bailey,
Alexa got the free spot this
uh,
year. And
right,
Naomi.
and Naomi. Yep.
So that's going to be
So
interesting
that's.
though with Naomi and Bianca.
I'm waiting for the. Oh, speak. I'm waiting for the story. I'm waiting for the story because I don't know if you saw. Did you see on? Oh, you saw SmackDown.
Yeah.
They played that tape. So
Mm-hmm. It ain't going to be.
and just
It's not Liv. It's not Raquel. No,
no,
I don't think so.
no. Mm-mm.
Jade's going to come
But it's
back and it's going
crazy.
to be over.
Yep, we're gonna see. I think at Elimination Chamber because she didn't come back at Royal. She didn't come back at Royal Rumble like I thought she was going to.
Yeah, that was a big one. But then Trish came
Yep.
back, so that was her moment, I guess. And Alexa was the
Yep.
big one that came back. But
Yep.
yeah, because Jade, she still, to me, hasn't got her full momentum push yet at all.
Nah, because they kind of threw her up there, bro. Like they signed her and they built her up. I think the best thing they did for her was team her with Bianca Belair because she is who she needs to be around. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like she carries that. Or she, like I was saying she was a female Cena for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, you saw she was she was the face
Yeah.
and damn near unstoppable. You
Of
couldn't stop her.
course. Mm-mm.
She does everything. She does everything. She's athletic as hell. She flips. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? She's strong.
Strong as hell.
I still can't ever strong, bro. No, I heard Clarion Otis. I'll never get over
That's
that,
still
bro.
the best.
That was best, bro.
That was
And she wasn't struggling or nothing. She
no
really,
2020.
man, what a time. Yep, that
Oh yeah,
was.
she was not
Yep.
struggling at all. So I mean, her man has no say in what goes on or
No.
not. He carries his ass to the match. It's time.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, like when they first came out, I don't think I was a fan initially. Like I'm talking about years and years and years ago, because I don't think it was
Yeah.
a set up yet. It was a different look because it wasn't a Hell in a Cell type of cage match, but then it was like closed off, and then all those little like concealed contraptions, and then no one really
Yeah.
did anything. I don't think they know how to use it to its full effect. Then you started to
Right.
have was Shelton Benjamin in there?
I feel like he was in one. I
I'm
think
trying
he
to think.
was in one.
Yeah, who was the first one to
Yeah,
actually
man. Was
say
he one who
screw? Yeah, that's what I'm
climb off
thinking.
the shit? Yeah,
Who was the first one to climb it? Somebody was, and started to
yeah.
finally use it a little bit more. And then they said, who was it? Goldberg or Batista spear people through the plexiglass, and that they
Yeah.
made the most out of it. So then they started to get a little bit better, and then it became almost like a hardcore match, a little bit,
Yep.
because people started to get tore up pretty bad in those matches.
Yeah, it's great, great, great for entertainment. Like I started watching them obviously later on
Right.
because I heard about the Elimination Chamber, but I had stopped watching wrestling at that point. So,
Yeah, same.
but to see it, the ones that I've seen after later on, I was like, holy shit! Okay, I see why this is huge.
Yeah. Sean, did Sean win one? I think Sean
I
won
think
it when he
I know
came
Bray
back.
Wyatt won the championship in the Elimination Chamber.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty
Yep,
sure Sean came back. That was like one of his first matches when he came
that was
back.
one of his big ones. I think
Yeah.
he did. Yep.
And those were good as well. I'm trying to think what else is women's ones. They've been good as well. They've been again as they get used to the layout of that. It's been pretty good.
Yep.
Take a drink.
Yep.
I'm tired today.
I
Don't know
don't
why.
know why. Yep.
Probably you're
Oh
used
shit, I
to
was up.
going to work too, though.
Yeah, this
And
is
then
Monday.
yeah,
I'm over here. I'm not drinking anything right now. I'm drinking tropical Sprite.
is it good?
I'm drinking. It's good. That's good. It reminds me. What did I say it tastes like? It almost tastes like a V8 Splash.
Okay.
It's a trip. Yeah, so it tastes like a V8 Splash, but it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta try that one then. I remember
Yep,
Christmas time. We always try to get the Sprite cranberry.
that's
That
the one. Yep,
they've been gone for a while though. I mean, it's hard to get. It sells out pretty quick. Or they don't even
yep.
try to make
I
that many,
always
maybe.
they don't even make it. What I'll do, I get I think the ginger ale. They'll do a cranberry one.
Do
That's
they?
pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Around Christmas time, they usually do was it Canada Dry?
Okay. Need to try that one
Yeah,
then.
they usually do it. They do a It's like a cranberry ginger ale. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, has nothing to do with that, but I saw a little snippet of Jake the Snake saying his anxiety and like depression with WCW led him on his
hmm
run with like cocaine and all his drugs and drinking, and that must have been bad because I know he said he hated it and he hated whoever the main guy was because he always tried to screw him. God, I forgot his name, and he just said he couldn't take it no more. So then I started thinking about WCW and all the people. So I have two questions for you, but first let's start with a different one. If you had to remove a wrestler from WCW to where they didn't exist, and if I gave you Hollywood Hogan, Sting, Goldberg, or DDP, which one has to go forever?
I'm gonna be real. Right now, I'm gonna say off top. I'm gonna say Goldberg, bro. I'm
Yeah,
gonna hate it. I'm gonna be a hater. The people are gonna hate me for that, but you, his streak was something. It was something at the time period, but it, it didn't really change the game. Like
right.
it wasn't like it didn't really change the game of wrestling. It brought new eyes. I feel like because you were the reason why there was a Goldberg is because there was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
said, yeah, black tights, bald head.
Right.
They said that,
Same thing.
same thing. He looked like the other man. No, it works for them. Why not use it?
Right.
Um, and the fact that I mean, he did have to go against the already NWO. He beat Hogan for it, so
Right.
NWO was already there. So you can't tell the Goldberg story without having the NWO,
Mm-hmm.
which you know what I'm saying. So you could tell you could tell the Goldberg story without you could tell the NWO story without him in there.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what
And I agree with you in that one because if I had to pick, it would be Goldberg also, which it just feels weird because he has the biggest name and everyone knows him, the intro, the music, but he didn't bring nothing on his own, in my opinion. Everybody had a development of character. His was the same, still is, even to this day, from the very first time to right now, same character, nothing new.
yep.
You got Hogan, who's iconic, whatever, right? Does everything, can be heel, face. Hollywood Hogan, biggest name, or biggest heel, almost top, like one of the
He
tops,
was
right?
he was top hill, bro. He was
And then
like
you got
he hated that man.
you got Sting, who came from totally different look as well, bright colors, kind of like a Hogan thing.
Mm,
And all of a sudden he went
yep.
black and white. Those
The
two
Surfer Boy Sting. Yep.
were kind of synonymous as well. Hollywood Hogan and Sting with the black and white, and like changing
Yep.
vinaigrette. And then DDP, it's hard just to cancel that dude out for all the work he's put in and like real
Yep.
effort. And his story, he was always like a almost again not like Cena, but he was more like he's gonna do what's right and try to just take his ass kickings like crazy. Wasn't the most
Yep.
athletic, overpowering, dominant physique. Can't fucking wrestled in jeans. I mean, always had a
He wrestled in jeans and
fucking knee
had they got
pads.
the ribs are taped.
Ribs are always taped. Always
Taped. I'm
hurt,
like, damn. I was like, man.
but he's still out there. And that, I guess that's what it
He's
is.
out
He
there.
had that I can be hurt. You know, Goldberg never was hurt. He took him a damn stun gun,
No.
and he still almost tried to kick out. So
No,
that's that would be
I
mine
think
too.
that
I
was a
gotta
muscle
agree.
spasm, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah,
But that's a good one to think about. But I guess yeah, Goldberg has to go. So then, if I were to change to WWE, WWF at the time, I don't have it pre thought of. So let me just think. Let's do Stone Cold. Let's do Mick Foley. Let's do the Undertaker. Let's do The Rock. That's tough. One of those four got to go. The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Mankind.
Oh,
Put you on the spot on that one because that's tough. I just thought of it right now and I don't even know who either.
yeah, that's a hard one. But
I wanted to say Mick Foley, but then it's like,
I
damn,
want to say, yeah, but you can't. I mean,
him and the Undertaker are like
him
synonymous
and
one person.
Undertaker. Yeah, it's like yeah, basically, if you're tied into Undertaker, you're like you're tied into
Right.
WWE. You know what I mean? So it's he's synonymous with WWE off top, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew who the Undertaker was, even
Right.
like um
Stone Cold got to stay. It's just can't get rid of that. But then how do you
you
get rid
can't
of
get
The
rid of that.
Rock?
You really can't. I mean, you can't.
Exactly. That's a tough question.
'Cause he's the first black WWE champion.
Right.
He was the first that he's the historical and Samoan, you gotta say,
Mm-hmm.
and that
Family
fact,
line, all that too.
family line. No, like the bloodline, where you can't
Just look what he
it's
did at last year's the promo build up to WrestleMania.
you got everybody back.
Nobody would have been able to
Everybody was fun.
get the chills or nobody Mankind, sorry, whatever, right? Mick Foley, even
Mm.
Stone Cold as of right now, Undertaker, if they came back for 3 months, they can't bring that level of entertainment that he did.
Nah,
No,
nah.
it's impossible.
That's
So
the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. They ain't lying.
right.
Oh,
I
respect that shit.
if I had to, then I guess I would have to still say Mankind.
I had
And
to
it
say I
sucks
was
to say
gonna.
that too.
It's a because I
Man,
mean, yeah, like without the Hell in a Cell, I mean,
Mr.
we don't
Socko,
know where
yeah.
WWE will be at
Mm-hmm.
because that it kind of turned because of that. It started turning like, oh, this shit's real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
And then if you think
that
about it too,
after he got his run after that, after
yeah,
taking that bump, they gave him his championship run.
yeah, and if you think about it too, that time where Eric Bischoff was announcing all the shit that Raw was
Yeah,
happening because it was tape delayed, and that time he
yeah.
said, "Oh, don't go over there because today's the day that Mankind wins the title," and everyone's like, "Wait, what? Really?
What?
Finally, he's gonna win?" And
They changed that
they
shit,
all
and that
left and
was
they changed
it.
channel,
That was
so
it.
it proved that he still
How?
had the people, which is
Yep.
nice. That's a tough one, man. But
I remember. I remember that. I remember hearing that. I remember that
Sam,
day.
yeah,
I remember that. I was like, wow, like you're kidding me, right? Because I know out here where we had Comcast, so it was or was it TCI then? I don't know what it was back then. It might still been TCI. I know it's before Comcast,
yeah,
but they used to play um Nitro was at 5.
correct. Yep,
I would get Raw at 8. I would get Raw at
yeah,
8. So
Sam.
so I'll record one and then probably record the other. I had
Exactly.
so many tapes, dog. So many
So
tapes.
many.
Had to get the 6-hour tapes.
I was alive back then, though. Yeah, just to
Yeah. Or you
record
get
those.
shit. No, get the 8-hour tape. You juice. Like,
Ah.
yeah, let me get that. Let me get the 8
I got
hour
the
one.
8 hours.
Balling.
Big time, man.
Balling. I was like, shit, I could fit 4 episodes of Raw on here. Or
Now it's on demand,
that's back when Raw was 2 hours. Yeah.
man. But those, I mean, like it was a little bit more intense though, because you cannot miss, because that's it.
No, that was it. There were no replays.
No
That was it. You
replays,
miss it. That's it.
no YouTube. You weren't gonna see
No
the clip
YouTube. None
ever
of that.
again. And even on a pay per view, let's just say back then, on
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw, when they tried to show you a highlight, it was a screenshot, and that was it. It wasn't like a
Right.
little
It was
small
screenshot.
clip. It
There was
was
no
just a
video.
screenshot, and that was it. You're like,
Screenshot.
how did I
Like
miss it?
man, you're like man. You see that? You see the picture? That was it.
It's always
Literally,
something. So let's see. Let's do another one. If I were to say you got to get rid
man.
of, let's see, WCW, get rid of the NWO. Move. Okay, let's do both of them. How about this? Let's say get rid of the Austin 316 moment where he says, you know, John 316, whatever. Well, Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass," and then
Your
boom,
ass.
catapulted him to the stardom. Enough is done.
Yeah.
Or you have the foundation of the NWO when Hogan turned heel, which is.
Oh,
But let's just say this: so we're not going to go by which one was more iconic at the time because it's going to be Hogan turning heel. You're like, you didn't see that coming. So let's just say
no.
that event has to happen, which leads to the trajectory of where they are. Whichever one you pick, the other one does not exist no more. So if you were to say I pick
That's
NWO, the
crazy
Austin's
though.
gone. So
You got to pick Austin then because at the end of the day, it's crazy. You have to pick the Austin moment because the Austin moment was developed from the NWO moment.
mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for that NWO moment, you wouldn't have got the Austin moment because that's
Right,
when WCW went kind of. They made it more real. They made it look like it was more realistic at
right.
that time. They went with the darker edge. They were kind of. I can't remember really. I haven't cursed too much, but
No,
they were kind of. They didn't, but they were. They kind of had attitudes more. You know what I
correct. Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it was more heelish. They were heelish compared to WWE at the time. Like you didn't have your over the top heels that were like look
Right,
like they were violent. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
so.
So you're gonna stick with Austin,
Yeah.
which means NWO never exists. Does that mean the outsiders don't exist then, right? Or do you think they still would exist?
No, I mean the outsiders don't exist because they were the architect behind the NWO, right?
Yeah,
They were the NWO.
technically,
They
yeah.
started it.
True.
Well, actually, and the crazy thing about it, if you really talk about it, you know, the NWO was taken from Japan. That was actually a faction from one of the WCW things. They just brought it over. That's all it is.
Oh,
They
was it
really,
really?
yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what. That's why the NWO has so many members too. If you know, like, it started. That was a Japanese thing.
Okay.
They kind of they took it and ran with it.
Wow.
Yep, they took it from Japan.
The Austin thing. It's not just him that you. So you got NWO right. And that was my first thing. Is okay. So if they don't
Mm.
exist, the outsiders technically don't exist, but they were always together in a way. So it might have still worked out with between Scott and Diesel. You know, Scott
Yep.
and Kevin. But and there was nothing else that was too major that came from it. I mean, it's huge, popular, but you get rid of Austin, you get rid of Mister McMahon as well,
Yeah.
the character, because that character is born with him on that same day,
Born with him. Yep.
and I can't erase those memories from the Corvettes, the
Nah,
all tied up,
you
pissing his
can't.
pants, and Corvette, like just too many. The matches that they had together were just great
Yep.
too. So it's
And you tuned in every week to see the boss get fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like the boss,
really,
basically,
yeah,
you're like, man,
the hospital
like,
scene, the
hey,
bedpan, where
man,
all that.
beat the shit out of him.
All right. One two other figures that are pretty dark. Got to get rid of either Undertaker or Sting.
Oh, I mean, we get. I feel.
I know Jake is going to listen to this and he's going to be listening to your answer pretty intensely on
I
this
know
one.
he's gonna say, and
He's
he's
going to
gonna
shit on
be.
it big time.
He's gonna shit on it. He's gonna shit on it. Yeah, because I know how he feels about the icon. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about the man too. He's awesome, but we know Undertaker's gimmick is bigger than Sting's gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is. Like, yes, he has the face paint and all that, but we know Taker for being Taker.
Yeah.
It's his whole aura.
It still is.
He just yeah, like bro, he still comes out and everybody's still like tripping out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You hear that dong, all of a
and
sudden
you're
you're
like,
like, oh
oh
shit,
shit.
it's about to
Bro,
get
like you hear the
real.
dong and it takes you back
It
to when
does.
you're a kid when you heard that shit. Like,
Hmm.
bro, it's just Pavlov's bell? No, the fucking dong. There you
Yeah,
go. Undertaker. You can use Undertaker's dong for the fucking Pavlov's bell with anybody watch wrestling. Okay,
exactly.
dong. You're like, oh shit, you know.
Would it have been
So,
different though if Sting was in WWE the whole time too,
uh, um,
or even if he stayed at WCW and he came to WWE? But the fact that because he went to TNA, didn't get he did the best he could. Got older and then went to AEW. And does that have anything to do with it, or is it just Taker's too icon?
I
Big.
I think well he was. I feel like I mean Taker he had better matches, bro. Later on, I mean he still. I mean he didn't wrestle as much. I think he also built up his aura because he stopped wrestling so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you can't miss somebody who's always there. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
you're right. Is that the biggest match you
like
wish would have took place?
I thought we were gonna get that, for a minute. I thought we could have got that at the WrestleMania we went to, WrestleMania
Levi.
31. They
Yeah.
said there was talks. There was
Mm-hmm.
talks. That was actually, but they didn't know how to build it up. So
Would have been great. I
and
mean,
then that
it
was coming
turned out
off
good.
that was coming off. It did turn out good. Dude, we got the greatest. I think we still got that was the greatest WrestleMania moment ever to me.
Yes.
Still.
Yes.
I mean, come on. I mean, if you watch like during that, like I said, if you grew up watching in that era, bro,
Oh yeah.
I yeeted all over myself that morning. Okay, that day, we were yeeting.
Oh
Okay,
god.
basically,
No,
basically, you know.
that's gonna be as of
That was,
today.
I think that's crazy. That was our first. That was like our first
That
real.
was the
That was
greatest.
our first
Yeah,
WrestleMania. Our first WrestleMania we went to, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck do you top it? But it keeps getting better and better and
it
better.
does. There is no time machine that we know
But
of right now, but that's the closest I think I could explain to somebody when they all came out. Like you forget that you're an adult, you got
yeah,
priorities. You get transported just to be a little kid again. Like
bro,
you,
we were Dom's age that day. Okay,
we were kids again. Yeah, we were like in
we
sixth
were
grade,
kids. We
all over
yeah
again, instantly. You
yeah.
just
He's
forget.
like,
That's
no, you can't. I'm like, no, this is really happening. This is really no. You got it. Like,
yeah,
dude, like. And it was really out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that, but for
right.
it to actually happen, he's like, bro, I'm like, man, like literally that day, I'm like, I could die right now, a
Yeah,
happy man.
I remember you
I was done.
saying that.
We were
You're
done.
like, I'm done.
I literally said that. I'm like, bro, I'm done. I just had my daughter like 2 weeks before.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
I
I
was
know what you
playing like
mean
a
though.
but
But yeah,
but
like
yeah,
it maybe
but
shocking
as it,
event moments. Yeah, that's nothing's gonna top that really event wise.
right.
So trying to think of one other one that's not too biased because it's really tough to say WCW and WWE again because those are like the two biggest ones I think was Sting and Undertaker. And if you were
Yeah.
trying to go lighter weight, it's tough because even Chris Benoit came over to WWE for a while and they
And
were
he
all
killed it
so
in
even
WWE.
too though. Like it's hard to say Jericho or Benoit or even Eddie Guerrero because it's
Mm-hmm.
tough to get rid of him ever. Like who do you compare them
Yep.
all with? So as far as iconic, again you would say Goldberg versus Lesnar, but that's not even close either.
It's not. We did get to see that match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any other comparisons that you could think of, or just say, hey, if we had to get rid of one, or even another moment?
Mm. Oh, that's hard. Let me sit back and think about that one. I had to ponder.
I'm trying to think of all the top moments because even if I were to say Mankind getting thrown off the cage, does WCW have any other big equivalents like that?
I don't know anything that was shocking like that to me. No,
In general,
besides
yeah,
I think in general, no, we never saw nothing super that was violent. You know what I mean? I think the
yeah.
closest we probably get to is ECW when fucking um you know what I'm talking
You
about.
call it
He
New
threw a
Jack?
goddamn New Jack, goddamn New Jack, yep. Tried to kill that nigga,
Yeah,
tried to
he
kill
did.
Vic Prime. Right. Well, I mean, that's the closest you can get. I mean, that's the closest you can get to that.
It's
You know.
tough. WWE had all the shocking moments always.
Yeah.
They you couldn't. I'm trying to think of like WCW. The ones that they had was a. I could be wrong. My mind's going getting old. The only big one I could think of that was stuck out was when they went behind the scenes and when they threw Mysterio against the trailer
Against
and
the
the cop. Like
trailer, and they look,
that's
I lawn darted them.
yeah, that was
Like
kind of like the
they
biggest
called the
one.
police though. Like
Right.
it's crazy for that to happen. Like the people actually called the police, thinking something really was happening back there.
Exactly.
So
So
that's
it's really tough. Maybe we'll think about WWE from now on. But as far as like one's got to go,
yeah.
maybe I won't have you answer it now. So just think about it and ponder it. You got to get rid of
Mm.
one. Ooh, I don't even want to say it. But you got to get rid of either Sean, HBK, or you got to get rid of Bret Hart. One does not exist without the other. And with that, I'm gonna leave this episode here, and then the next one we'll pick it up.
And we'll come back. Oh
All
yeah,
right.
that's gonna be hard. Yep.
So think about it, man. You
All
got
right.
time, and this was a 2. I'm Senor Splash.
Mr. Smash.
All right, we'll see y'all next time, man. All right, see you, brother.
Yep. All right.